It's simple to believe that money is the answer to everything in a society where material prosperity frequently takes center stage, particularly in relationships. However, as we examine the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, we discover a deeper reality. Whether intentionally or inadvertently, women appreciate traits in men that go well beyond material prosperity. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we'll reveal 11 important things that women secretly value more than money, demonstrating that what truly draws and holds affection is not material wealth, but the richness of one's soul, actions, and mindset. These qualities speak to a man's character, emotional intelligence, and inner strength, qualities that are impossible to buy or manufacture. Let's investigate how adopting these Stoic ideas might foster deep, enduring connection. As Chapter 1. The importance of character in Stoicism over status. True riches are in one's character and virtues rather than in material belongings or social standing. According to this theory, a man's integrity, fortitude, and moral compass are more important to women than his material success. A man gains respect in ways that money could never buy when he holds his morals and acts with absolute honesty. These qualities are naturally appealing because they provide emotional comfort, stability, and trust. A guy who lives virtuously has an aura that goes beyond consumerism. His moral fortitude lays the groundwork for deep and lasting connections by upholding his moral principles. He fosters relationships that endure and are based on respect for one another, rather than mere fleeting desire. A man demonstrates an incomparable level of intelligence and emotional maturity. Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius emphasize that one's integrity determines their genuine riches. Women genuinely appreciate strong, caring, and trustworthy qualities in a mate, and a man who embodies these qualities projects confidence not because of his possessions, but rather because of who he is. Chapter 2. Emotional intelligence as a vital skill. According to the Stoic perspective, the most potent type of intelligence is the capacity to regulate one's emotions and behave sensibly in any situation. In private, women frequently place a higher importance on a man's emotional intelligence (EQ) than his financial situation. This is due to the fact that a man who can maintain composure and empathy in the face of adversity fosters a sense of emotional safety and security. His ability to listen and offer genuine support during challenging times is truly remarkable. Women value guys who are sensitive to their emotions, can control them, and offer clarity. When they're confused, this emotional development builds emotional ties and trust between partners. In contrast, men who act impulsively or let their feelings control their actions might cause relationship instability. A smart Stoic man understands that emotional control is a significant asset in all aspects of life, from love relationships to personal development, and that stability and emotional safety are far more valuable than wealth collaborations. Chapter 3. Resilience in the face of hardship. Resilience train is one of the tenets of Stoicism. According to Stoic philosophy, we influence how we react to life's challenges. Even though they are unavoidable, women are attracted to guys, a man who can overcome adversity, stay optimistic in trying circumstances, and learn from failure demonstrates traits that money cannot purchase. These men don't crumble under pressure. Instead, they rise to the occasion with determination and inner strength. Resilience refers to a woman's inner strength, emotional development, and sense of purpose, all of which can help her feel safe and supported. Adversities shape us, and we appreciate and admire those who emerge stronger. Resilience is an indication of mental toughness. A man who has overcome personal adversity and emerged stronger leaves a lasting impact on a woman. He doesn't require material wealth to demonstrate his value. Rather, his capacity for tenacity and personal development suffices. Chapter 4. Women secretly admire a man who can make thoughtful, strategic decisions because it shows not only intelligence but also a sense of responsibility and foresight for women. The Stoic philosopher's ability to make wise decisions based on rational thinking rather than impulsive desires is another quality. While money may provide short-term satisfaction, wisdom in making wise decisions ensures long-term happiness and success. Knowing that their partner can think ahead, weigh consequences and choose the best course of action gives them a sense of security and reflects stability and maturity qualities that are essential in a relationship. A man who comprehends the value of patience and reason, as taught by Stoic think, such as Epicus and Seneca, makes choices that put the greater good and long-term objectives first. This is far more precious than any worldly prosperity, since it results in a steady, contented life based on moral values. Chapter 5. The value of quiet and introspection in a noisy and distracting world. Women subconsciously appreciate a man who understands the importance of introspection and quiet. One can better comprehend their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors by engaging in the Stoic discipline of silent contemplation. Women respect guys who are at ease with quiet because it demonstrates a depth of self-reflection and a readiness to be in the moment with their own feelings and thoughts. Women appreciate a man who can sit in silence and stillness and reflect on the complexities of life because it shows emotional control. A Stoic man avoids snap emotional decisions and has deeper, more meaningful conversations, which creates an aura of mystery and depth that money cannot replicate. This peacefulness naturally draws women who value the space it creates for meaningful conversations and connection, self-awareness, and inner peace, or the capacity to contemplate without the need for continual affirmation or outside distractions are significant qualities that resonate deeply. Chapter 6. Humility and Personal Development. True power, according to the Stoic ideal of humility, resides in accepting one's limitations and persistently working toward personal development. Women frequently appreciate a man's capacity to maintain humility even in the face of achievement. A man who is open to growth learning and constructive criticism can build a meaningful relationship based on respect and understanding. This humility fosters an atmosphere in which both partners can develop, jointly learning from and supporting one another's individual journeys. Women prefer guys who exhibit humility and a dedication to ongoing improvement over those who boast about their wealth or successes. A humble man understands that nobody is flawless and that there are opportunities to grow in humility. Every day creates an environment of compassion and encouragement that enables relationships to develop in ways that money cannot. Chapter 7 highlights the significance of honesty and reliability. The core of Stoic philosophy is integrity. When a man consistently acts in accordance with his values, keeps his promises, and maintains a strong moral compass, he cultivates an atmosphere of trust and respect, relationships that prioritize honesty and integrity over material gain, make women feel secure and valued. A Stoic man's word is his bond, and he holds himself to high moral standards in all areas of life. Women secretly value a man's integrity more than his wealth, because trustworthiness is a cornerstone of a lasting relationship. Integrity is more valuable than any amount of money. Integrity is an enduring trait that promotes solid, wholesome bonds based on respect and trust. Chapter 8. Independence and self-sufficiency. A man who is self-sufficient, able to meet his own wants, and not dependent on other people for enjoyment, exhibits strength and confidence. Stoicism stresses the virtue of independence in both thought and conduct. Women subconsciously like men who have their own interests and aspirations because it demonstrates that they can support themselves. Since independence promotes harmonious, healthy relationships, it increases attractiveness. Women value men who pursue their own objectives with purpose and determination, rather than continuously looking for acceptance or validation. This allows both partners to preserve their individuality while forging a solid, interdependent bond. The ability of a man to support and love his partner while remaining self-sufficient shows the balance that Stoicism promotes, which many women find to be very appealing and significant. This chapter emphasizes the importance of virtue over money in Stoicism. Virtue is the ultimate good. While pursuing wealth is not always a terrible thing, it should never take precedence over pursuing virtue. Women subconsciously add men who put their own development first value morality and kindness over accumulating fortune. A guy who lives a life of virtue, centered purpose leads with intention and qualities that are far more meaningful than financial achievement. Virtue can take many different shapes. Men who demonstrate compassion, courage, intelligence and justice naturally captivate women. A guy who strives to better himself, not for fame or fortune, but to become a better person, makes a lasting impact that money cannot buy. Chapter 10. Self-denial and sacrifice. Stoicism highlights the value of self-denial and the capacity to set aside one's own interests in favor of the greater good. Women respect men who exhibit the capacity to give up something for the benefit of others, particularly their loved ones, rather than for their own benefit. This kind of selflessness shows a degree of empathy and maturity that transcends the flimsy allure of wealth. Men who practice self-denial know that true fulfillment comes from the long-term benefits of self-control, kindness and commitment rather than from immediate gratification. Women greatly admire these traits because they demonstrate emotional depth and the capacity to put the needs of others before one's own 11th tranquility and contentment. Lastly, women place a high importance on the Stoic search for inner serenity and calm. According to Stoicism, contentment arises from accepting the present moment and finding fulfillment in one's circumstances rather than continuously striving for more. A man who can be content with what he has and does not constantly chase after the next material possession or success radiates a sense of peace that is truly magnetic. Guys with inner serenity attract women because it creates a peaceful, safe and cozy environment. As we have seen through the lens of Stoic women, a guy who does not gauge his value by achievement or material belongings shows that true pleasure originates within this peace of mind, is a unique and priceless characteristic that holds far more significance than any financial gain, give characteristics that are impossible to quantify with money alone. A tremendous deal of weight resilience, emotional intelligence and integrity in a world that often overemphasizes external success. Timeless qualities such as wisdom and selflessness serve as the foundation for meaningful connections that endure. These connections stem from a deeper level than material gain, embracing the Stoic ideals of personal growth. Richer, more satisfying relationships can result from virtue and inner peace. Keep in mind that your character and values define you more than your wealth. By living up to these principles, you not only become a better man, but also the kind of man that women genuinely value, one who embraces life with wisdom and authenticity and stands firm in virtue. Thank you for watching, and may you continue to develop and live in accordance with these Stoic teachings, forging enduring bonds that transcend the surface.